All right, so what we're going to get into next now is looking at this first example and how I'm going to be asking you to use these recursive formulas. So, example 1, find the first 5 terms of the sequence. They've defined the first term for us. They're saying a sub 1 equals 3. What that means is if I were to start writing out my list of numbers, my very first number, this problem is telling me, is a value of 3. Then it tells me a sub n, meaning if I want to find any of my new numbers, I'm going to take a sub n minus 1, which stands for your previous number, and I'm going to add 2 to it. And then it says for n is greater than 2, because it's saying you're going to use this formula here, this recursive formula, to find all of the numbers in this list for anything beyond for anything starting at the second number and beyond, because they give us the first number in our list. So we can't use this formula to find the first number because it was already given to us. So this n greater than or equal to 2 is just saying, hey, you can use this formula to find your second number in the list and anything beyond that. So nothing that you really need to concern yourself about with that inequality there. And again, breaking this down, a sub n, remember, is what you're gonna, it's like saying your next number. And this a subscript n minus 1 is your previous number. So if I want to find my second number in this list of values, in other words, if I want to find a sub 2, I need to take my previous number, the very first one that's given to me, which is 3, and add 2 to it. And that gives me 5. So what I've done is I've taken this entire a subscript n minus 1, this whole thing, and I've plugged in the original number in the list, the first number in the list. That then, when I add 2 to it, gave me 5, so that's telling me my next number I'm going to write down that comes after 3 is 5. Now, we're just adding 2 each time, so you could write this out and show your work, or you can just think, well, what's 5 plus 2? Oh, that's 7. 7 plus 2. And that's 9, and you can add 2 to get the first 5 terms in this sequence. If that's a little challenging for you to think about and not be writing things down, then please, by all means, write it down. So to find my next number, if I wanted to find the third number in my list of numbers, just to show you how we're getting 7 using this recursive formula, I'm taking my last number, which was 5. I'm plugging it in for this a sub n minus 1. I'm adding 2 to it, and that gives me 7. If I wanted to find the fourth number in my list, a sub 4, I'm going to take this previous answer of 7, add 2, and that gives me 9. If I want to find the fifth number in my list of numbers, I take that previous value, I add 2, and that gives me 11. So my first 5 terms in this sequence are 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11.